Hi everybody, it's Dr. VDAY, and this month's video is going to be all about how to make your own chocolate at home. Why would you want to make your own chocolate at home? Well, I'm going to give you a couple of reasons. I'm going to try to keep it brief and concise, and then we'll go straight into how to make the chocolate itself. So first and foremost, for ethical reasons, the top name brand producers, if you Google it right now, the top ones that you tend to think about as producing good chocolate are companies that engage in child labor, where children are earning less than $1 a day, who are often working in terrible working conditions for long hours, sustaining injuries for which they're receiving little or no medical treatment, being exposed to pesticides, and receiving no education. In some cases, human trafficking and slave labor is also being used by these companies that we think about when we think about Valentine's Day, Easter, Christmas. And so when I'm walking down the aisle and I see these gifts and messages of love from these companies, my heart breaks and I get so angry because the enjoyment of these products by us is usually leading to suffering of other people. And I really believe that as Americans, we can choose where our money goes and support industry that we believe in, support companies that we believe in. And so after you watch this video, check it out. If you want to learn more, there's so much information out there about the current state of affairs with the chocolate industry and human rights. And the second reason is for health reasons. So back in 2009, it was found that high fructose corn syrup contained mercury, and that some of the main brands for chocolate were found to have elevated levels of mercury that consumers were being exposed to through the high fructose corn syrup. I haven't been able to find any updates. I don't know if that situation was remediated. It's been impossible for me to find information on it. But we know high fructose corn syrup is basically a metabolic toxin and leading to obesity, type 2 diabetes, high cholesterol, metabolic syndrome. So being able to make your own chocolate at home means that you can use healthier sweeteners like honey or maple syrup or coconut sugar or dates. So you can experiment and see what you like best when you're making your own chocolate at home. And you can also add medicinal herbs like chaga mushroom, which is the one that I'm going to be using in this video and that I've used in previous videos. And then lastly, for financial reasons. So it can be really expensive to buy chocolates from the brands that are organic and fair trade certified. They might be good every once in a while as a treat, but if you're looking to budget and save money, for example, in your retirement account or for your children's education, it may start adding up. Purchasing organic fair trade chocolate might start adding up, but if you can make it at home, you can enjoy it and it won't be as expensive. So without further ado, so you can start out by taking a blender and adding some coconut oil, some cocoa powder. I use equal parts coconut oil to cocoa powder, and blending it. I forgot to mention that the brand of cocoa powder I'm using is fair trade. You can see the label here, fair trade certified. So the next thing you do is add some almond butter. You use equal parts almond butter to cocoa powder to coconut oil. So you add the almond butter and then add another equal part coconut milk. Blend again. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is add some chaga mushroom. I've used this in other videos. It's by Mountain Rose Herb, a company I really like. So I'm just going to add a spoonful, and then I'm going to add the sweetener. So I'm using maple syrup because I have a child under 1 living with me now. But you can use honey, you could use dates, you could use coconut sugar, brown sugar, whatever sweetener you want to use. Then we're gonna blend it up again. Okay, so after everything's blended, it should look like this. And the next thing we're going to do is actually use silicone candy molds. So there's a lot of different kinds you can find. These are heart-shaped, so I'm gonna use these, but there's also star-shaped and seashell-shaped and so many other varieties that's available. I use one of these syringes in order to transfer the chocolate from the bowl to the molds. All right, so while you're syringing it in, you may need to microwave it or heat it on the stove a little bit if it cooled off since blending it. I live in a colder area, so mine definitely solidified a little more. And I ran out of time to syringe it, but you can also just spoon it in, and this is what it would look like. And when it's ready, so once it's in this state, you can actually stick it in the freezer or the refrigerator, let it solidify. All of the healthy fats like the coconut milk, the coconut oil, the almond butter will help everything solidify, and then it'll be a tasty chocolate similar to what you'd find at your local store. So here's how the chocolates turned out. And I have my taste testers here.
Can I have some?
Thank you.
It's a blend of chaga, some healthy fats, some cocoa powder, fair trade.
Is that one for me too?
It's good. What do you think, buddy? It's good.
Thanks for watching. Have a good Valentine's Day.